All right, what's going on, you guys? Nick here with Nick Strength and Power. So let's start off this video with a powerlifting story here. I've got a couple of interesting stories for you guys today, but let's start out with this one. Even Makarov, who is going to be challenging Hafthor's deadlift record of 501 kilograms upcoming here in September, I believe. There's a big deadlift meet, and he's going to be competing there, attempting the 501 kgs plus for a second time. Now, he's already attempted the 501 kgs before, almost got it, and failed. But he posted this training video, hitting 470 kilograms for a rep and a half. He smokes the first rep for sure. Now, obviously, he misses the second rep, but this guy's insanely strong. And this guy right now, to me, is the guy that is the closest to Hafthor in strength and the most realistic chance that I think we have of somebody beating Hafthor's record in the near future. I think this guy can do it. Now, I believe during Hafthor's world record attempt, his first attempt, he had 3 attempts before the 501 kgs, or 2 attempts before, and 501 kgs was the third. I believe the first attempt was 465 kgs, and he got that pretty easily, granted. But 470, the way that Even hit this, the speed that he hit it with, and the fact that he almost hit it for a second rep, I don't think you would be seeing Hafthor do 470 for a double. Now, granted, you couldn't really call this a double, but it was close. I think this guy is going to pull 501 plus in September, so be on the lookout for that. In fact, to give you guys some perspective here, Hafthor Bjornsson just posted a deadlift video as well, hitting a double of 380 kilograms, almost 100 kilograms less than what Even just almost doubled. Even Ivan, I'm sure I'm saying that wrong. But look, Hafthor is the deadlift world record holder, and he arguably struggled on that second rep of 380. And here you have Even, pulling 100 kgs almost more than that. So let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Do you guys think Thor's record will fall in September? And do you think Ivan is going to be the one that fells that record? Now, next up in the news, the Tampa Pro, 1 day away now. We're getting very close to the first pro show, back off to kicking off the pro season. We haven't seen a bodybuilding show in a very long time. Pretty much since the Arnold Classic, we haven't seen a good pro show. And now you have Hunter Labrada gunning for his pro debut, where many people think he's going to win his pro debut and immediately qualify for the Olympia after his first pro show ever. The Olympia would be then his second show ever. That is assuming he doesn't do any of the other pro shows that are upcoming. And I happen to be one of those people that think Hunter is going to win this show. Now, his main rival, arguably, at this show is going to be Ian Vier. A lot of people were questioning whether or not Ian was going to make it to Tampa because he is from Canada with all the travel restrictions and stuff. Ian, confirmed, is in Tampa. So Ian will be competing at this show, and it will most likely be Ian and Hunter in that first call-out, gunning for the top spot. Looking at these recent pictures that Hunter posted, he looks ready. He looks big. He looks grainy. He looks hard. And yes, I know how that sounded. I don't like describing another dude with those words either, but that is how he looks. And I think he is going to take this show not easily. I think Ian is going to certainly give him a challenge. But I think Hunter's got this. Even though Ian is more seasoned than Hunter, I think Hunter has just a superior physique. Now, of course, everybody looks fantastic on their own, and you've got to see them next to other bodybuilders to really see how they look. Maybe these other guys will make him look small. Who knows? But I think the debut of Hunter Labrada might be the most exciting pro debut we've had in a very long time since we saw Big Ramy make his debut back in 2013. So shout out to Hunter. I wish him luck, and I'm looking forward to watching this Tampa Pro live stream this weekend, and hopefully seeing Hunter qualify for his first Olympia ever this year in 2020. Now, there is another big debut that's going to be happening in Tampa, and that is a 212 debut of George the Bull Peterson, top 3 classic physique Olympian, making his debut in 212 at Tampa. Posing videos of George have came out, and he looks pretty damn good. My prediction for 212, of course, is also that George is going to win the 212 category. I think he looks phenomenal. I think he's going to make a huge statement in 212. He's going to be one of the more aesthetic guys in 212. And it's just another debut I'm really excited to see. I'm really excited for this weekend in general. We've had a long off season from bodybuilding. It's been a while since we've been able to talk about a bodybuilding competition in an excited way. And I'm extremely excited for this weekend. I hope it goes well. I hope it goes smoothly. And I hope all the other shows that are coming up don't get canceled and they go well and they go smoothly and they follow suit of this Tampa Pro and everything's good. That's the best case scenario, and I hope this Tampa Pro sets the bar high and everybody else meets that bar. All right, now next up in the news, let's talk about strict curls here. So strict curls have been the craze lately, and I could not be more excited to see it happening. The past couple days, tons of you guys have been tagging me in your strict curl videos, and that's what you're watching right now is all the strict curl stories that I reposted from you guys. I said this in my last video, and I'll say it again in this video, and I'll do it again. If you guys upload a strict curl video to your story and tag me in it, I will repost every single one. My Instagram is @NickStrengthPower. So upload a strict curl video, tag me in it, I will repost it. It has to be on your story so I can just click repost. I can't go to your profile and repost it that way. So just put it on your story. And the most impressive strict curl that I saw during all of this, and I wanted to give this guy a shout out, he curled 100 kilograms. So this was almost a body weight strict curl, 100 kilogram curl. Let me do the math on this really quick. 100, so 220.5 pounds roughly. So within 29 pounds of the world record, which is 249. And he did this at 103 kilograms body weight. So 103, 227. So 7 pounds below his body weight. Almost a body weight strict curl that close to the world record. I think we're going to see the world record fall very, very soon. I'm getting excited because we're seeing, as more people get interested in it, we're seeing a lot of crazy strict curls come out of nowhere. And this guy was no exception. So very impressive stuff. Let's see if you guys have what it takes. Who is the next crazy strict curl that I'm going to feature in a video? It's got to be good. It's got to be close to body weight. It's got to be strict. So upload those stories. Let's see if we can find some crazy stuff in there. Now, while we're talking about crazy feats of strength, it doesn't get much crazier and much stronger than our good old boy, Bud Jeffries. So Bud Jeffries, kind of a redneck weightlifter, and I don't mean that in an insulting way. I mean that as a compliment. He recently posted a video doing the classic old school feat of strength, a backlift, looking extremely dangerous, by the way. Backlifting over 2,000 pounds, supposedly, for 13 reps. Now, I thought this was extremely impressive. Number one, the sheer amount of weight, and number two, this is something you just simply don't see anymore. Now, in addition to our buddy Bud, we also had Brian Shaw hitting a new bench press PR. Now, granted, this was done on a Smith machine, so I don't know how much you guys really would count that or care. But Brian Shaw did bench 560 pounds, which I guess is pretty impressive. Now, I did want to mention this, but Brad Dingleberry, let's not even say his real name or show his Instagram, is trying to cling to his fake weights relevance by uploading a video curling, supposedly, 225 pounds. Well, fake weights Dingleberry, we still don't believe you. One thumbs up on this video right now is one middle finger towards the Dingleberry. So let those birds fly free. And by the way, this video only has 50,000 views on it, and he's got almost 1 million followers. That's a pretty low engagement rate. But okay, Dingleberry, we see you. Now, the only reason why I brought up the Dingleberry himself was because, speaking of fake weights, I wanted to mention an update in the Jeff Cavaliere saga. Scott Herman Fitness, YouTube Fitness Tips OG, recently put the heat. Scott pretty much let it bang on El Jefe in his recent YouTube video, basically saying that Jeff's video where he was recently deadlifting in the mid to high 400s was basically just an attempt to silence the haters. But upon closer inspection by Scott Herman, he believes that the initial videos that people were originally calling Jeff out for were made much more obviously fake. When you compare the two videos of the recent video of him actually deadlifting heavy and the older videos of him allegedly deadlifting fake weights, Scott seems pretty certain that the weights in the previous videos were fake and that the newer videos don't prove anything. Scott says kind of if you look back at the first video of Jeff doing the deadlifts, it looks like he's almost trying to make himself look like he's straining more than he is, with his facial expressions. Now, he makes what I thought was a pretty good point here and a pretty fair point. He says, he thinks when you've done something wrong or you've been deceptive, you should be called out for it. You should be called on your crap. And he uses himself as an example. He says, look, I've been called out for X, Y, and Z, and I was fine with that. I was wrong in those instances, essentially implying that he thinks Jeff should just admit that he was wrong and just tell people, look, yes, they were fake. But he also makes the point that a lot of people that called him out when he made mistakes I'm talking about Scott here. A lot of those same people are friends with Jeff, so they were silent when Jeff had this little incident. They were either silent or they said it didn't matter either way. And I think that's a very fair point that Scott makes, because he's right. I'm not going to say any names, but some of the channels that I have seen call out Scott Herman on certain things are some of the same channels that remained silent on the Jeff Cavaliere thing. And it does make you wonder why that is. Now, at the end of the day, to be honest with you guys, I don't really care either way if Jeff uses fake weights. But I do think it's newsworthy. A lot of people are talking about it. He's one of the biggest, if not the biggest fitness YouTuber there ever is, and ever was. And a lot of people are interested in this topic, but me personally, I'm just not really too offended by it. I really don't care that much. But my opinion is the weights were fake in the older videos. So let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Please give this video a thumbs up if you did in fact enjoy it. Please subscribe to this channel if you have not subscribed already. And as always, Nick Strength and Power, signing out.